number 66, 0-1 CCIW play. Number 1, Carmela Carboni. Libero, number 3, Caitlin Turley. Number 4, Mallory Coley. Number 7, Lucy McFun. Number 11, Leah Rizzo. Number 14, Alita Polknick. Number 15, Alexis Richards. Thank you, coached by Kelly Bethany. And now your Wheaton College Thunder. Their nights passed over record 13-4-0-1 CCIW play. Number 1, 5'7" sophomore from Weldon District, Missouri, Sarah Sanderson. Number 3, 5'8" senior from Springdale, Arkansas, Jordan Benford. Number 4 is a 5'9" junior from San Jose, California, Paris Griffin. Number 7 is a 5'6" senior center out of Leeds, Summit, Missouri, Lacey Higgins. Number 9 is a 5'11" senior out of Edmond, Oklahoma, Ashton Major. Libero from the Thunder is a 5'8" senior out of Prosper, Texas. Number 11, Grace Autry. And the 6'2" junior from Huntsville, Michigan. Number 15, Sydney Overlay. The Thunder are coached by Eric Plunkett, assisted by Haley Horn and Ashley Sell.
For their first win in conference play. It's a CCIW showdown as the Wheaton Thunder clash against the Augustana Vikings in King Arena. Alongside Justin Hill, I'm Aiden Kong. And Justin, what are you looking forward to in tonight's match?
Well, thank you. First off, let's take a look at the stats for tonight for Wheaton. Their overall record this season is 13-4. For their conference game so far, they have 0 wins and 1 loss. For home record is 3-4. Away is 2-0, and their neutral record is 8-0. For Augustana's stats so far this season, they are 6-6. Their conference is 0-1. Home record is 2-3. Away record is 2-2, and their neutral match so far are 2-1. So far it should be a good match. It'll be exciting to see what happens on the court.
As you said, both teams are coming into this game 0-1 in conference play. They both lost to the top teams in the conference, Illinois Wesleyan as well as Carthage, both of whom are ranked in the top 25. Of course, IWU ranked number 7, Carthage tied for 25th. As it's so crucial in the CCIW to pick up these wins because unlike basketball where you play each team twice, you only play each team once, so it's kind of like round robin, and the top 6 teams make the playoffs. Leah Rizzo, the senior at Crestwood, Illinois, to serve, and let's roll from King Arena. They want to work it on that right pin. Paris Griffin, nice dig out there by Poufant. Poufant attacks, out of play, and a point for Wheaton.
Yeah, Aiden, one of the most important things coming into a game like this, as you just said, that you play each team once, is having a good start and showing the other team immediately right off the bat that you're ready to compete. One of the main components of a match like this.
It will now be Grace Autry to serve for the Thunder, senior at Prosper, Texas. Does that stay in play? They say no, it does not. Carbone trying to go down the line right there. A point for the Thunder. Autry leads the team in digs percent, 3.98. Also going to be 5th in the CCIW. Richards with a nice almost kill there, but the Thunder able to dig that one over. Carbone, that one hit the ceiling. Benford will now fire. Jordan Benford off the tool block. Opportunistic are the Vikings. Can they take advantage of this weak ball? No, they cannot, and it's out of play yet again. Mallory Coley, the senior at Dixon, Illinois, was the one who sailed it. That one barely gets over the net. Richards denied at the rack. It's Paris Griffin. That's Griffin's 20th block of the season. 9 kills against Earlham in the Franklin College tournament this past weekend. That one is the first point for the Vikings. They're finally on the board. Cohey, the one getting credited for the kill. She had 9 kills against Wisconsin Lutheran, 112 kills last year. Benford from the left pin, off the block, a point for the Thunder. And Jordan Benford has been a crucial piece, especially given how the Thunder, they lost their top 2 attackers from last year in Caroline Taps as well as Emerson Treywick.
Yeah.
Once again, back to Benford. This time a soft floater dug out nicely by Rizzo. Poufant, it's a point for the Vikings. Carmela Carbone, the sophomore out of Westminster, Colorado, now to serve. 71 blocks last year, 10th in the CCIW. Here's Mary Patrick, one of the freshmen, onto the floor for the Thunder, attempting that kill right down the middle. It's Folkening.
Yeah, as we take a brief look at the rosters, Augustana has a generally young roster with quite a few freshmen joining their squad this season.
And that's going to be a double touch right there for Coley. Could not get it over on the 3rd attempt. Sarah Sanderson had just checked off on the floor, making her 4th start in this match. She's right now on the bench as they bring in Catherine Atkinson. Right there, a perfect donut for Augie. Coley recording her 2nd kill of the match. Again, has 51 kills on the season, currently hitting 144. Last year hit 207 in 30 matches played. That was Kirchner on the serve for the Vikings. They try to go quick with Major. Vikings able to respond nicely. Patrick. That one's going to sail wide for Mary Patrick. Vikings coming into this game having swept the Wisconsin Lutheran Triangular. They defeated Ripon 3-0 and as well as Wisconsin Lutheran 3-0 in straight sets. There's Catherine Atkinson. She was trying to get on the board. The Vikings going to have to send that one over with Caitlin Turley. Again down the teeth. Major with another major rack attack. Ashton Major has been an integral part for this Wheaton offense, hitting .399, rounded up to 400, which is also going to be first in the CCIW in hitting percentage. Folkening out wide, point for Wheaton. Thunder right now have an 8-5 lead. Once again, Major to serve. Kirchner on the assist, right down the teeth. It's Poufant, Lucy Poufant, an impressive freshman out of Rolling Meadows, Illinois. Career high 7 kills for Lucy Poufant against Eureka on October 30th of this season. Atkinson, they want to work it with her, denied there by Folkening. Atkinson will try again. This time gets it over the block, and they will say it's a point for Wheaton. It touched the block. That was despite the ball going out of bounds, as Lacey Higgins will check in. for Reese Donahoe as well as Mary Patrick. Higgins has had an impressive career, 10th most assists in Wheaton history. That's in terms of career assists specifically, over 2,000 career assists for Lacey Higgins. There's overway, that one touches the ref, and it's going to be out of play, a point for Augie. Here's now the sophomore, Catherine Trelay, the libero, to serve. Trelay with a nice dig there, but it goes over the Wheaton side. They want to work it with Atkinson. Richards, beautiful dig by Autry. Again, it's overway. Right now the Thunder hitting .071 on the match and somehow gets over. What a save there by Atkinson. Richards again. Higgins on that dump shot, almost got the Augie defense napping. Overway, strong contact, dug out nicely by Richards. Richards will try, and that one's out of play.
Yeah, Aiden, so far during this match, there's been a lot of consistency on both sides. As you look at the score, it's been pretty tight so far.
Again, both teams looking for their first conference win of the season. Augustana lost to Carthage. Wheaton lost to Illinois Wesleyan as overway denies that one. And for Sydney, overway such a critical part of Wheaton's defense, 6'2", such a dominant force at that middle blocking spot.
Yeah, Aiden, she's been one of the key components of Wheaton's defense and making several key blocks and just making those plays and keeping the Wheaton defense in check with her veteranship and just her ability to play the game well.
So the Thunder, they have a 12-7 lead. Let's first start off by previewing Coach Plunkett of the Wheaton Thunder entering his second season with Wheaton. He was previously a head coach at Gardner-Webb from 2021 to 23. He had a 30-51 overall record, but in his final season, they went 14-13, which was the second most regular season wins at Gardner-Webb, and also advanced to the Big South Tournament semifinal for the first time. Also served before he went to Gardner-Webb as a associate head coach and recruiting coordinator at Illinois State from 2012 for 21, and was an assistant at Clark from 2010 to 2012. But for Coach Plunkett, we talked about this before when Wheaton played Concordia, Wisconsin. They're off to an incredible start, a historic start, not to mention.
Absolutely, Aiden, and just looking at that resume, he has a lot of experience to bring to the game, a lot of wisdom to share with these players.
Of course, for Coach Plunkett, last year Wheaton went 15-14. That was their first winning season since 2019 when they went 17-13. Also their first season not last in the CCIW, as before that they previously finished last in back-to-back seasons. But this year, and this was talked about in the Wheaton record, Coach Plunkett, their goal is to make the CCIW tournament. They want to take that next step and compete with the best of the best, including Illinois Wesleyan.
Absolutely, and I mean, looking at their record so far this season, which is 13-4, you can really see the work is starting to pay off.
Here's now Catherine Ackard to serve for the Thunder. She's been very impressive. Sophomore of San Jose, California, has done a lot on the offensive side. That one's off of Lacey Higgins. Finally a point for Augie. Right now, Coley and Poufant each with 2 kills apiece in this match early on in set number 1. It's 12-8 now. Rizzo there on that serve for the Vikings. Here's now Benford, fires off the block, Jordan Benford. That's her second kill on 5 swings. Of course, Wheaton, such a dominant offense. They're hitting .203, which is 5th in the CCIW. If you total up the number of kills, they have 736 kills, which is 1st in the CCIW. Of course, part of that is the fact that Wheaton's played in so many matches. If you look at their kills per set, they're averaging about 12.47, which is about 4th in the CCIW.
Yeah, and that really just shows how strong their offense is and consistently putting their opponent's defense under pressure.
Illinois Wesleyan has the best offense in the CCIW in terms of kills per set, as well as most offensive metrics. And that one gets home for Mallory Coley. Again, Coley entering this game with 51 kills on the season, hitting 144 as well. Back to Benford. Somehow in play for Jordan Benford.
Yeah, and Jordan Benford has been a key part of Wheaton's offense as she has 177 kills so far this season.
Averaging about 3 kills per set, which is going to have to be 7th in all of the CCIW. That was Reese Donahoe, another freshman to serve for the Thunder. Nice floater there. That's Cohey. Mallory Coley taking advantage of that soft side of the defense. Grace Letarte, the sophomore out of Sycamore, Illinois, the former transfer from UW Stevens Point, is now in the match. She played in 2 matches while with the Pointers, that being against Augsburg as well as North Park. Career high 6 kills against Eureka not too long ago. As there's Coley yet again. Mallory Coley off to an impressive start. 6 kills on 10 swings for her. Again, 9 kills was her career high against Wisconsin Lutheran in her last match. Patrick, that one's out of play. As we got a timeout taken by Coach Plunkett. The Vikings, they're on a 4-1 run in the last 5 points. And Justin, what have you liked so far from the Augustana Vikings?
Again, they're putting Wheaton's defense under pressure constantly and playing balls all over the court, changing it up with hard kills, but also just gentle lobs, really testing the Wheaton defense.
Of course, for Augustana, they have a relatively experienced head coach in Coach Bethke. She's in her 12th season with the Vikings, the 11th Augustana head coach, but within the Vikings program history, 180 wins, which is the second most wins. At Augustana also has a .539 winning percentage, which is the 3rd best. She was previously an assistant at Edgewood from 2007 to 2014, but also served as a head coach at Mana Grove, from 1999 to 2007. But for the Vikings, last year they went 10-20, 2-6 in the CCIW. They still made the CCIW tournament, but lost to Carthage. That being said, their first losing season since 2021. They're looking to make some strides as well. Sort of in the same position as Wheaton. Can they compete with the top tier teams like Illinois Wesleyan? This now Carthage, who's in 2nd place.
Yeah, Aiden, as you said, she brings a lot of experience to this team and a lot of wisdom. Things should look up for Augie so far.
Augustana last year lost Emily Shipper, who had 437 kills last season, 3rd in the CCIW, 21st in all Division III. But in her career, 1,579 kills for Shipper, which is the most kills in program history. A legend at Augustana. Benford just taps it over, and it is a point for Wheaton. For Wheaton against Wilmington, they had an .821 hitting percentage at one point in the match. They also had a +21 kill margin as well. And Benford cannot save it. Just goes diving down. Point for Augie. Here's now Abby Kirchner, the freshman out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, to serve, appearing in her 11th match. Has a double-double, which came against the Warriors of Wisconsin Lutheran. 14 assists and 11 digs. Atkinson. Smooth kill almost for Atkinson. Major, nice dig there by Turley. Poufant will try. That one over and immediately sent back by Augie. I believe that was Grace Gustafson, the senior at Rock Island, Illinois, who made the play. Once again, Kirchner to serve for the Vikings. Atkinson, does it stay in play? Yes, it will. Ashton Major, fifth-year senior to serve, had an extra year of eligibility, which allowed her to play one extra season. Otherwise, she would have graduated last year. Poufant tries to float it over, dug there by Atkinson. Back to Catherine Atkinson, almost got the defense napping. Thunder right now holding on to a 1-point lead here in set number 1 as both teams look to pick up their first win in conference play. Poufant yet again. Atkinson blocked right there by Folkening. Now it's Overway. In play for Sydney Overway. Sydney Overway, 8 kills against Wilmington, 6 kills against Earlham, has the 9th best hitting percentage in the conference, hitting .320, and that's going to be a service ace for the Thunder. So we got a timeout taken by Coach Bethke. Thunder 17, Augie 15, and you look at the preseason poll in the CCIW, kind of disrespectful given how Wheaton, this was a team that was projected to finish second to last. Meanwhile, Augie, they were projected to finish third to last in 7th place.
Yeah, and it just shows you how much the coaches and the players can come together to really prove the predictions wrong. Yeah.
Of course, in the CCIW, Illinois Wesleyan is the overwhelming favorite, and so far they have lived up to the billing. The 7th-ranked team in the country, still the only undefeated team left in the CCIW at 11-0. In fact, they've also received 1 first-place vote in the newest D3 Top 25 poll, and kind of a crazy landscape in D3 volleyball because Juniata, who has three-peated the last 3 years, is looking for their 4-peat. They have lost 2 matches, and right now the number 1 ranked team is Laverne, and it was previously UW Whitewater, but really, especially this year, it's anyone's guess on who's going to win the national championship.
Yeah, and as the season progresses, it'll be really exciting to see who really shows and who really shows to be the true competitors in this season.
Again, out of the CCIW, there are 2 ranked teams in the top 25. Illinois Wesleyan, as we just mentioned, and then Carthage, who just got into the rankings. They're pegged in at number 25. Folkening, that one blocked, but it's out of play. The Thunder players are not happy with that call. And judging from the replay, I thought it was in bounds.
Yeah, and it looked pretty close.
But the umpires rule otherwise. Thunder clinging on to a 2-point lead. There's Sydney Overway, quick setup there. And they're going to say it's out of play. So once again, another controversial call that goes the Vikings' way. So now the Vikings climb back to a 1-point deficit. Poufant to serve. 7 service aces for Poufant in this season. Strong play by Richards. And this is a free ball opportunity for the Vikings. Can they tie this match? Atkinson this time floats it over. Vikings gonna have to send this one over now. Overway, blocked. Folkening had nothing of that. And we are tied at 18. Alita Folkening entering this game with 16 blocks. Last year had 20 total blocks in 20 matches played. Also started in 2 matches a season ago. And that one's out of play for Carbone. Thunder back on top. They're hitting .077 on the match. Augustana hitting .103. Atkinson, tool blocked. Again, it's Folkening. Third block of the day now for the Vikings in this first set. Once again, tied at 19. Paris Griffin. Oh, it's miscommunication right there between Kirchner as well as, believe, Poufant. Players are wiping some stuff on the court. That's why there's a delay in stoppage. Thunder 5 points away from taking set number 1. Atkinson to serve, 14 service aces on the season for her. Carbone. Oh. Richards. Was dug out nicely by Autry. Here's Jordan Benford across the block as Jordan Benford picks up kill number 5. So also for Benford, 7 double-doubles on the season, 12 kills and 19 digs against Earlham in her last match. That one got through Overway. Beautifully executed by Augie. And once again, they're only 1 point down. Leah Rizzo now to serve for the Vikings. 5.05 assists per set, 10th in the CCIW, has the most assists on the team. As Sydney Overway had something to say about that. Thunder now 3 points away from taking set number 1. They had a 9-0 run in both the first and second set against Wilmington. Sort of on a hot streak to end set number 1. Can they close it out? There's a block. Ashton Major and Paris Griffin combining in for the stuff. Autry so far 8 digs. She was the one that served. Carbone, a little bit of mistiming there. And once again, another bit of miscommunication by the Augustana Vikings as Poufant, I think, was expecting someone to pick that one up. And Justin, now a prime opportunity. Wheaton can close it out right here.
Yeah, right now it's just all about being composed and being able to finish out the set strong.
That was Quackburner on that attempted kill. Griffin is blocked, denied by Quackburner. Lana Quackburner, who had a double-double against Illinois Tech. 11 kills and 16 digs for her. Junior out of Freeport, Illinois, trying to keep the Vikings in it. Again, bottled up at the net. They'll now find Benford, as that one was sent over on one shot by Rizzo. Paris Griffin can't keep it alive. It's a Thunder point as they wrap up set number 1, 25-21.
Yeah, and that was a strong finish, and closing out the set. And
as we'll bring you the start of the second set after these messages and a word from the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network.
Every corner of Wheaton College holds a story of growth. The Wheaton Fund is at the heart of these stories, transforming lives for Christ and His kingdom. The Wheaton Fund is more than just financial support. It is the financial lifeblood of Wheaton College, empowering every aspect of our mission. Your contributions to the Wheaton Fund ensure that the students, faculty, and staff have the resources they need to thrive and make an impact for Christ. Your contributions assist in supporting spiritual formation through chapel and small groups, providing financial aid through need-based and academic scholarships, enriching faculty with competitive salaries and development opportunities, enhancing career development through the Center for Vocation and Career, equipping athletics with essential resources, strengthening campus ministries with training, support staff, and mission opportunities, improving facilities to create a better learning environment, and enhancing academic services to support every student's education. By supporting the Wheaton Fund, you help shape the future of Wheaton College and its students. Join us in empowering the next generation of Wheaties to build the church and benefit society.
And welcome back to the start of the second set between the Augustana Vikings and the Wheaton Thunder. Wheaton took the first set 25-21. Justin, what were your overall thoughts from that set?
I really just noticed a lot of consistency on both teams and staying with the plays, even when quick recoveries. But it was really Wheaton's ability to finish on their kills and really finish strong.
And for Wheaton, Jordan Benford leading the way. She had 5 kills on 9 swings, hitting .556 so far on the match. Higgins with 9 assists already for her. Meanwhile, for the Augie Vikings, you have Coley, who had 5 kills on 9 swings, hitting .333. Augustana and Wheaton, again, both looking to pick up their first conference win of the season. They dropped their conference opener. Augustana lost to Carthage. Wheaton lost to Illinois Wesleyan. Those two teams, Carthage and Illinois Wesleyan, ranked in the top 25 and leading the CCIW overall. About start of this second set, Vikings looking to tee this one up at 1 apiece and avoid dropping into a 2-0 deficit. Will be Sarah Sanderson for the Thunder to serve, starting in her 4th match of the season. 7 digs against Earlham, 6 service aces on the season. Pouffants, that one's off the hands of Grace Autry, and Augustana starts off strong. And for the Vikings, so far on the season, they're only hitting .143. I mean, the offensive stats are nothing to be impressive about, but still relatively early, hitting .143, averaging about 10.56 kills per set. Last year they hit .165. Oh, what a dominant play by Coley. Mallory Cohey, an absolute rocket down the line. That's now her 6th kill of the match. Griffin denied. Folkening gets there on the block.
Yeah, and it really looks like that Augie is making it clear that they're not out of this game and looking to come out strong.
Exactly the start that Augustana needed. Sanderson able to track that one over. Once again, a chance for Augie, and that one misplayed. I think they were trying to go to Folkening, but they were not on the same page. Major gets a throw. Third kill of the day now for Ashton Major. And just like that, the Thunder only trail by 1 early in set number 2. They want to work it from that right pin. They faked it from the left. Benford now fires. Jordan Benford right to the teeth. And after the Vikings rattled the first 3 points, the Thunder have netted the last 3. Oh, that might have been interference right there, yeah. They're going to say Folkening went over the net, which is illegal. Interfered right there with Lacey Higgins. The Thunder are now on a 4-0 run. As Coach Beth Key is trying to plead her case for the Vikings. Benford, beautiful off speed by Jordan Benford. And Jordan Benford, she can get it done in a lot of different ways on that attacking spot.
Yeah, and she's been a top quality component for Wheaton's offense in this game and being able to finish a lot of Wheaton's offensive plays.
As Folkening takes advantage of a dead ball right there. Absolutely able to splatter that right down the middle. For Folkening, her 5th kill on 10 swings. Kirchner now to serve for the Vikings. And that one's out of play. The Thunder in that first set, they hit 122, Vikings 087. That was regarding hitting percentage once again. Where are they going to roll? They're going to roll a point for Augie. And once again, an illegal net touch. I think they're going to get, I believe, Lacey Higgins perhaps on that call. Trelay, the libero, gets it. Once again, out of bounds. Point for Augie. Poufant once again to send this one away. And that might have been a bit of a net touch. Thunder are going to have to get this one over. There's no call for net interference. As Quackburner able to fire through. Lana Quackburner last year only had 16 kills on 49 swings, hit 102, already with 59 kills this season. That's a service ace. Opponent service aces was something that Wheaton struggled with against Illinois Wesleyan. As the Titans, they had 8 service aces against the Thunder, along with the fact that the Titans had 13 more kills than the Thunder. Of course, Taylor French, such a dominant player as Jordan Benford rolls in for another kill.
Yeah, and once again, Jordan delivering on the kill and securing the point for Wheaton.
Benford off to a sizzling start, 8 kills, hitting .667 on the match. Right now the Vikings have a 1-point lead though. Atkinson off the block, Catherine Atkinson ties the game. Meanwhile, Mallory Coley leads the team in kills so far on the match with 6. As Ashton Major, that is not a kill. Impressive there by the Vikings, but they can't get over the net. Is that out of play? It is, did not touch a blocker. Nice job by Ashton Major to get her hands down. 10-8 now, Thunder on top. Autry could not take it out, point for Augie. Here's now Catherine Trulay to serve it for the Vikings. Major trying to catch the defense off guard, almost did. And it's a point for Wheaton. Too many touches on the other end for Augie. Donahoe and that assist right there, and it is a kill.
Yeah, Aiden, one of the things I'm noticing is that both teams are willing to change it up, you know, playing a hard kill or maybe just a lob, really keeping both teams' defense on their toes.
Quackburner down the top. Lana Quackburner, her 3rd kill so far. Mary Patrick once again off speed, gets the kill. Coach Plunkett was really high on Mary Patrick, talked about her rare combination of versatility as well as athleticism. She had a career high 10 kills against Earlham not too long ago. In fact, in their last match in the Franklin College tournament, 13-10, Thunder have the lead. Trying to take a 2-0 lead in this second set. That one blocked nicely there by Faith Bailey as well as Catherine Atkinson. Paris Griffiths hit that one over on one shot. From the right pin goes Paris Griffin. He's got a timeout, 14-10. The Thunder have the lead. And Justin, what have you liked so far from the Wheaton Thunder?
Well, Wheaton has really been consistent on finishing with their plays, being calculated, being careful, and that's the main reason why they have the lead right now.
Of course, for Wheaton, if you follow Thunder volleyball, you would have known already they were off to their best start at 8-0. That's their best start in program history. In fact, through their first 8 matches, they swept 7 of their first 8 opponents. Things have quieted down a little bit now that they're 13-4, and Illinois Wesleyan kind of brought the show back to reality. But still, for this Thunder team, an historic start, looking to make some noise in the CCIW.
Yeah, Aiden. And, we're reaching the part of the season where, people are starting to really get in their grooves. And, it's not, people are starting to really test themselves, and it's really going to be a workout for the team to just finish strong. But,
of course,
again,
Coach Plunkett has talked about the number of matches that they've played in, because 2 weeks ago they were in the Scribner, and then they had to play Illinois Wesleyan. Now the Franklin College tournament, and it's just going to be nonstop because this homecoming on Friday they have the Wheaton Triangular. And then after that, the Thunder get a little bit of a break because their next match after Illinois Tech on September 26th is against Wisconsin Lutheran on October 7th. So they have some time to rest after that, but they've been going and going and going. It's been nonstop for Wheaton. Paris Griffin, nice dig there by Rizzo, but can't save it. Another point for Wheaton. Right now, the Thunder on a 7-2 run in the last 9 points. Make it an 8-2 run now. And the Thunder hit 361 in the second set against Earlham. Right now, they're hitting 600 in the second set. That is crazy stuff. Vikings able to get that point on that last try. Once again, a jostle on that, and it's won by Faith Bailey.
Yeah, Aiden, that was a great play. Just being very careful not to create a net error or anything.
And Faith Bailey, one of those players who did not play that much last season, only played in 5 matches, but the season before that, 26 matches, which also netted her the CCIW Respect Award. Coach Plunkett is glad that he has Faith Bailey back on this team. Vikings right now a 5-point deficit, trying to climb back in this second set, avoid a 2-0 hole. The Vikings, having won their last 2 matches again, they were at Wisconsin Lutheran. They defeated Ripon as well as Wisconsin Lutheran. Wheaton has won their last 3. In the Franklin College tournament, they defeated Trine, Wilmington, and Earlham on Friday and Saturday. Richards has to just softly float that one over. Benford. Benford again. Cleans it home. 9 kills for Jordan Benford. (18-12) now lead. Does that stay in play? Yes, it will. For Folkening, right down the middle. Alita Folkening, her 5th kill of the match. Again, it is Mallory Coley who has 6 kills, leading the team in that department. There's Major yet again. Fifth kill of the match for Ashton Major. Again, she has the best hitting percentage in the CCIW, hitting .399, has the most blocks on the team with 31. That one almost juggles around the ceiling, and there's Jordan Bedford, cleans it home again. Jordan Benford's now at 10 kills. Her career high in kills was 17 when she played UW Lacrosse on August 30th of this year. There's Poof Bond trying to get back into this action for Augustana.
Yeah, and so we took a look at the score with Thunder up 6 points. In order for Augie to come back, they really just need to have that mentality of point by point and really just executing plays and just staying calm and composed.
Hits the tape right there. Augustana cannot afford to have that, as the Thunder are 4 points away from taking a 2-0 lead. Mary Patrick as well as Catherine Atkinson are back in for Wheaton. Benford to serve for the Thunder. They're up by 7. Trying to go a little bit cross court right there. And that one hits the tape, denied. As Jordan Benford just tapes that one to the net. Also regarding this series, Augustana leads 11-9. They've won 2 more matches than the Thunder, as well as the fact that the Vikings, they have won the last 3 matchups. If Wheaton wins, that'll snap that 3-match winning streak in favor of the Vikings.
Yeah, and it's really clear it's been pretty clear to see how Augie has won those last 3 games, as they've made important plays, and their offense and their defense have been really contributing in all plays, and that's really important for a team, just to stay fully connected.
Last win for the Thunder came on October 12th, 2021 against Augustana. They're now 2 points away from taking a 2-0 lead. Trouble at the net right there, denied and blocked as Faith Bailey goes down hard. Just hate to see that if you're a Thunder fan. As we will take a quick commercial break and be right back.
Every corner of Wheaton College holds a story of growth. The Wheaton Fund is at the heart of these stories, transforming lives for Christ and His kingdom. The Wheaton Fund is more than just financial support. It is the financial lifeblood of Wheaton College, empowering every aspect of our mission.
Your contributions to the Wheaton Fund ensure that the students, faculty, and staff have the resources they need to thrive and make an impact for Christ. Your contributions assist in supporting spiritual formation through chapel and small groups, providing financial aid through need-based and academic scholarships, enriching faculty with competitive salaries and development opportunities, enhancing career development through the Center for Vocation and Career, equipping athletics with essential resources, strengthening campus ministries with training, support staff, and mission opportunities, improving facilities to create a better learning environment.
Welcome back to King Arena. Faith Bailey got some help from the athletic training staff as well as Mary Hammond. You just hope that she's okay.
Yeah, and it was really good to see her being able to make it off the court all right.
As that will wrap up the second set. Thunder take care of the Vikings 25-15 as they now have a 2-0 lead through 2 sets, and we'll bring you the start of the third set after these messages and a word from the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network.
Every corner of Wheaton College holds a story of growth. The Wheaton Fund is at the heart of these stories, transforming lives for Christ and his kingdom. The Wheaton Fund is more than just financial support. It is the financial lifeblood of Wheaton College, empowering every aspect of our mission.
Your contributions to the Wheaton Fund ensure that the students, faculty, and staff have the resources they need to thrive and make an impact for Christ. Your contributions assist in supporting spiritual formation through chapel and small groups, providing financial aid through need-based and academic scholarships, enriching faculty with competitive salaries and development opportunities, enhancing career development through the Center for Vocation and Career, equipping athletics with essential resources, strengthening campus ministries with training, support staff, and mission opportunities, improving facilities to create a better learning environment, and enhancing academic services to support every student's education. By supporting the Wheaton Fund, you help shape the future of Wheaton College and its students. Join us in empowering the next generation of Wheaties to build the church and benefit society.
Welcome back to King Arena for the start of the third set between the Wheaton Thunder, Augustana Vikings. So far, the Thunder have a 2-0 lead. And what do you like so far from the Thunder? Obviously, they've been extremely dominant, especially in set number 2.
Yeah, Aiden. I mean, even though it's 2-0, Augie has really shown no sign of letting off, and they're still showing that they're here to compete. And so it will definitely be a very competitive set, and we shall see if Augie comes through and the game continues, or if Wheaton will finish out with another sweep.
Thunder looking for their first conference win of the season. Augie trying to avoid losing 2 straight conference matches. Again, you only play 8 matches in conference play. So these are very pivotal to get these wins. Top 6 teams make the CCIW tournament. Also for Augustana, this is completely off topic, but so far this season, they have played in only 3 matches where there weren't any sweeps. So in other words, against Rose-Hulman, Illinois Tech, and Hamline, those matches went to 4 sets. Against everybody else, they have either been swept or they have swept the other opponents. They've rarely played up to 4 sets, and they've never played to 5 sets. It's a fun trivial fact right there, as Rizzo there on that serve. Oh, what a save by Sanderson as well as Autry. As that was Lacey Higgins able to tap that one over. Benford clean nicely there by Turley. Benford, that's going to be a double touch.
Yeah, Aiden, so one thing that I've been really noticing is how Wheaton has been really dependent on their offense and delivering their points, and Augie has been really dependent on their defense and repelling a lot of Wheaton's offense. And so one of my observations for this coming set is really just which side breaks first.
Yeah, we alluded to this in the first set, the fact that Augustana, they don't have the best hitting percentage, kills per set, assists per set. Meanwhile, the Thunder are dominant in those categories, 5th in the CCIW in hitting percentage. They're 4th in the CCIW in kills per set, 4th in the CCIW in assists per set. They are also 3rd in digs per set if you care about that stat a lot. Meanwhile, Augustana about middle of the path in digs per set. And there's Augie yet again. They're up early. Once again, another 3-1 lead for the Vikings. I mean, this is a Vikings team that has made comebacks before. They trailed 18 to 8 against Wisconsin Lutheran and then proceeded to go on a 12-2 run. They also went on a 14-3 run in the second set after it was tied 8-8 at one point. Again, that was against Wisconsin Lutheran as Paris Griffin taps it to the net. From the right pin to slide there by Major. Jordan Benford now to serve for the Thunder. Again, right now Wheaton's hitting .263 throughout the match. Augustana is .083. So far, the Thunder offense has won out. From the left pin firing. There's now Atkinson. Atkinson got blocked right there by Folkening. Atkinson gets through. Turley there to dig that one out. Atkinson, not enough there. Once again, just like that second set, Vikings having an early lead. This time trying to retain it throughout this third set. And does a stay play it will for the Thunder. They go down the middle, and it still works out for the Vikings. As Grace Gustafson as well as Folkening were both fighting for that kill. They did not realize they were both in the same area. Still credits Augustana, though, for that play as they still get the points. And that's now a service ace for Augie. Poufant gets the ace. That one tapped to the tape, point for Wheaton. Benford could not collect that one. Vikings starting to get some momentum. It's Alexis Richards with that slam.
Well, Aiden, if we look at players to watch and who are delivering well for Wheaton, as we were talking about, Jordan has really come through for Wheaton and having 10 kills listed so far for this match, and then for Augie, Turley has really come through with 13 digs. So those are my two players to watch so far.
Of course, for Jordan Benford, she is on double-double watch. If she does get that double-double, she would have her 8th double-double this season and her 10th career double-double as well. Leah Rizzo, 9-6 lead for the Vikings now. That one was very high with a lot of topspin. As Overway, that one is in play. Wow. Sydney Overway, her 3rd kill on 10 swings now. As Autry sails that one wide. Vikings are back up by 3. Sixth service error for the Thunder. The Vikings have 4 errors off serves. Benford back to her. That one off the hands of Turley. A point for Wheaton. Does that stay in play? Yep, it will. It is another point for the Thunder. The credit will go to Paris Griffin of the Thunder, entering this game with 7 aces. It's back to Poufant. Dig there by Benford. They want to go back to Jordan Benford. Turley digs that one out. Oh, wow. Coley thought she had a kill. Coley again, that one stuffed by her. Great possession, and it ends in a point for the Thunder. How about the hustle by Wheaton? And just like that, tied at 10 apiece here in this 3rd set. That one out of play there for Poufant. Again, Mallory Coley, 6 kills on 22 swings for the Vikings, hitting 182. Leads the team in kills. Dominance. Coley again. Two kills away from tying her career high is Coley. When she had 9 against Wisconsin Lutheran, Benford, they were going to say, yep, it's a point for her. That's now her 12th kill. She's also 1 dig away from picking up her 8th double-double this season, 10th double-double of her career, entering this match with 659 kills. Is Jordan Benford. Already surpassed her kills from last year when she had 160 kills. Again, most kills this season with 177. She also leads the team. Benford's hitting 12 of 23, 435 on the match. One point it was as high as 600. The Vikings can't get that one over. Wheaton has the lead. And Ashton Major, that one's out of bounds. Atkinson. They will once again go back to Catherine. Atkinson gets through the tool block of Folkenen. And since Jordan Benford got that dig, she should now have a double-double. 12 kills and 10 digs for her. Again, that is her 8th double-double of the season. Dump shot, beautifully executed. Caitlin Turley now. The Vikings tied up at 14 with the Thunder. Once again gets through for Augie. That was Grace Gustafson with the kill, the senior, as the Vikings, they have a 15-14 lead. Obviously for Augie, they don't want to go out without a fight. They are trying to at least take one of these sets.
Yeah, Aiden. They've really shown a consistency on defense and just a strong competitiveness. And yeah, as you said, that they're not going down without a fight. And currently, this could be anyone's set right now. You know, as we look at the score, it's 15 for Vikings and 14 for Wheaton.
And for Coach Plunkett and his squad, what can they do to try to take this third set and get the sweep?
And one of the things I'm noticing is that the defense could maybe just be just stay composed and be ready for whatever plays Augie might be throwing at him. You know, as I'm noticing, they're really changing up the different plays that they put over the net. You know, with lobs or hard kills right down the line. You know, just being ready for anything. And yeah, just being able to repel Augustana's offense.
So far for the Vikings, they're hitting 278 on the match. The Thunder are hitting 429. They somehow have the higher hitting percentage than Wheaton. Yet the Vikings, they have a 1-point lead through 29 points of play here in this third set. Again, Jordan Benford, so they did not give her the dig yet, so she's still at 12 kills and 9 digs. So not the double-double yet, folks. No one else on other teams are in double-double watch per se. Again, Mallory Coley still leads the team in kills with 7. Kirchner for the Vikings has 13 assists. Overway ties the match. Meanwhile, Caitlin Turley of the Vikings leads the team in digs with 14 on the Wheaton side. Grace Autry has 15 digs, which leads the team. There's Benford again. Kill number 13 for Jordan Benford. Punishing that loose ball. 4 kills away from tying her career high when she had 17 against the Eagles of UW La Crosse. Lacey Higgins also with 22 assists. And going back to Lacey Higgins, we talked about how she has the 10th most career assists entering this match with 2,217 assists. And she talked about how assists are team stats and credits her hitters such as, I'm inferring Jordan Benford as well as Catherine Atkinson, Paris Griffin, Ashton Major for doing excellent jobs on the offensive end.
Yeah, and every single person on offense has really had a part to really contribute to Wheaton's offense. And that's been something that's really important to why they're leading this match right now.
Again, last year, Lacey Higgins, 869 assists, second in the CCIW, 68th in all of Division III. That one dug down low for Autry, could not get it. And now the Vikings have just tied it up. Thunder hitting 323 on the match, Vikings 121. Thunder are still hitting 478 in set number 3 compared to Augie at 278. But don't let those stats fool you because this is a awfully tight third set. Vikings trying to avoid being swept. Thunder trying to pick up their first conference win of the season. Both teams are trying to do that. But it's the Thunder who are in control and in the driver's seats. Benford gets through the block yet again. Jordan Benford continues to make headways. Kill number 14 for her. Nine kills against Wilmingham for Jordan Benford. 12 kills against Earlham. Again, she is now 3 kills shy of tying her career high as Elle Jones, the sophomore out of Rockford, Illinois, checks in for Augustana. Had 4 blocks against Ripon, which led the team, also a career high for her. Last year only played in 10 matches and 11 sets. As Poufon could not save that one, that's yet another point for Wheaton. Coach Bethke takes a timeout on the Augustana end. Thunder 6 points away from taking this third set and getting the sweep. And what can Wheaton do to just finish this one out?
Well, and one of the things that has really stood out to me is their offense and coming through with their kills and being able to contribute to a lot of the points. So I think one of the biggest components to finish this game out is really just to, complete and execute their offensive plays.
And meanwhile, for the Vikings, what can they do to climb back out of this third set?
One of their big parts of being in this game right now is their defense and being able to repel a lot of Wheaton's offense. As we were just saying, how Wheaton's offense is really strong. Augustana's defense has also been very consistent in repelling a lot of Wheaton's plays, and so they really just need to lean back on their defense, repel a lot of Wheaton's plays, and just stay calm and cool and composed. Not really think about the score, just take up a point-by-point type of mentality, as I said earlier this game, and that's how they should be able to climb out of this one.
19-17, Wheaton has the lead. Jordan Benford, a match-high 14 kills for her. Lacey Higgins with 23 assists. Thunder hitting 500 on the match. Rather, the third set correction for that. Slide right there off the hands of Sarah Sanderson. I mean, this Thunder's team, they hit 212 last year in terms of hitting percentage. That was third in the CCIW. This year they're hitting 203, and in this matchup they're hitting 330. As the Vikings have just rattled off the last 2 points, and we're tied at 19. Richards to serve. Richards with a nice dig. They go back to Poufont. And that one's out of play, though, for Lucy Poufont. As Miriam Paulsdal-Niego is in for the Thunder for the first time. Has started in 5 matches. Coach Plunkett talks about her steady and composed presence being such a force as that one hit Poufont. And now the Thunder are 4 points away from taking this third set. Paul's Del Niego yet again with another serve. Is that one out of play? They're going to say it was out of play, but it was touched by a Wheaton blocker, so it's a point for Augustana. They either touched Lacey Higgins or Ashton Major. So now the Vikings are 5 points away from taking this third set, 1 point down against Wheaton. Thunder are 4 points away from match point. Higgins almost beautifully executed with that dump shot. Down the middle, great dig there by Rizzo. Augie sends it over with Coley, and that one, though, is out of play. Benford now in the game for Wheaton. Poufont out of play. As Coach Bethke is going to take a timeout. It is 23-20. The Thunder are now 2 points away from taking this entire match. And something to note, if you heard last week, the CCIW has just recently announced that Concordia, Wisconsin will be joining the conference beginning in the 2027-28 season. That's huge because the CCIW, for the longest time, they've had 9 full-time members, but with Concordia, Wisconsin, they'll now have 10 full-time members. Of course, for the Falcons, they come from the NAC. The NAC is a relatively large conference with over 12 teams, as that will also impact the scheduling, not only for football, but also for volleyball. Vikings trying to get back into this third set. Down by 3, excuse me. Thunder trying to close it out in straight sets and bring out the brooms. And also, fans, if this match were to end, stay tuned for the post-game interview, which will be conducted by Rylan McDonald. She'll be interviewing Coach Plunkett and potentially a player. We're not too certain on that, but definitely Coach Plunkett. A little bit mistimed right there for Rizzo, unable to collect it, and the Thunder are now 1 point away from taking this match. Benford. That one off the block, and it's going to say a point for Augie. As I believe that one made contact with the antenna, which technically counts as being out of bounds. Second match point opportunity for Wheaton. Augie will put into the hands of Abby Kirchner. Paul Del Niego gets the dig. Faith Bailey cleans it home. It's a sweep by Wheaton.
Yeah, and that was a strong finish by Wheaton, being able just to complete the play, stay calm and composed, and put this win away.
And for Augustana, their next 3 matches are going to be at home, actually. Luther on September 26th, and then Aurora and Monmouth on September 27th. Meanwhile, for Wheaton, they will have the Wheaton Triangular Beloit on September 26th, as well as Illinois Tech on September 26th. And then after that, Wisconsin Lutheran on October 7th. And their next CCIW match will be against Milliken on October 8th. Justin, overall thoughts from this win from Wheaton?
Yeah, this is definitely a big win for them, as this is their first conference win. As we were just saying, that this was a big match for both teams had yet to have a conference win, so this is a big confidence booster for them in this season, just to finish strong and come out with their first conference win.
And of course, for Augustana, they will fall to 0-2, 6-7. What can they do to regroup and prepare for their next opponent against Luther?
Yeah, Aiden, one of the big things is just not to let this game get to their heads, really just think about what they can do better, approach the next game, and come out strong.
For the Thunder, once again, 14-4 overall. The historic season continues. Again, they'll have 2 non-conference opponents in the Wheaton Triangular, with Beloit and Illinois Tech, and then after that again, they will play another non-conference opponent in Wisconsin Lutheran. This is a Wheaton team who last made the CCIW tournament in 2021, so it's been 3 seasons since they've made the tournament. A lot of players on this Wheaton team very confident, and they talked about the number of wins that they were able to pick up early on has inspired this team to really do well.
Yeah, Aiden, and what's been really cool is just to see the different grades represented on the team. You know, we have freshmen joining in that really having a strong showcase, and seniors really showcasing their veteranship and their wisdom for the team, and it's come out to be a really strong team.
Again, we're hoping to hopefully get an interview with Coach Plunkett with Ryland McDonald, as Coach Plunkett is talking to our supervisor and now shaking hands with Coach Schauer. Again, for Wheaton, they're now 1-1 in CCIW play. Coach Plunkett, his second year, is now 29-18. What's kind of weird about all of this is the fact that Wheaton, they are 4-4 at home. All of their losses have come at home. Meanwhile, you mentioned this at the start of the broadcast, they're 8-0 on neutral site games.
Yeah, and you know, it's just been an interesting record. You know, obviously, as you said, they're 14-4, but you know, conference now they're 1-1.
And now we will send it over to the post-game interview with Coach Plunkett and Jordan Benford.
Coach Plunkett and Jordan Benford. Coach, can you tell me how you're feeling after tonight's first conference win?
Yeah, conference is hard no matter what, and so we knew we had to grind today to do that, and they stepped up. Our team stepped up on the defensive side. So we know we were playing a team that could score from everywhere on the net, and they were fully committed to max defense, and they proved it, and we won a lot of long rallies today. So kudos to the team for stepping up in that way, but anytime you can get a win in conference, it feels good.
And what was the key compared to the last conference game versus IWU that contributed to the win today?
Yeah, I think we just played us. I think we got kind of taken out of our game against IWU, and credit IWU for doing that to us to some degree. But I think here you saw Thunder volleyball all the way through. All 3 sets, we executed clean when we needed to. We were a consistent team. And when we're firing in that way, we're a really hard team to stop. So it was good to see us kind of get back to who we are.
Congrats on the win. Thank you, Coach. All right, Jordan, how do you feel the team's energy contributed to tonight's win?
I think it contributed so much. I think we're a team that really does rely off of energy, and we play better when we're having fun, when we have like high morales, and when we're supporting one another. And I think that gives us like leniency to play our game, and like we don't get in our heads as much whenever we err. We feel strong, we feel like passionate about like what we're doing, and I think it overall just helps us just have a good time and play loose.
All right, and then from this game moving forward, how do you feel that you and the team are going to carry that momentum through the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think we're going to continue to do exactly what Coach said, playing Thunder volleyball, but also like making sure that our defense is fueling our offense and just working hard, but also just having fun while doing it. I mean, we don't get to play forever, and we're really grateful to be here, and all glory to God. So I think that's just going to keep us with our eyes on the prize, because we really want to be in the conference tournament this year. So, yeah.
All right, thank you, Jordan. Congrats on the win. All right, the Thunder will be back here in King Arena on Friday starting at 3 p.m. for homecoming week. Thank you, and go Thunder.